Throughout the control room, section supervisors tallied their technicians one by one, then called in their results to the primary controllers lined up at their consoles directly in front of Mr. Bryant. "Navigation is good," the first primary controller reported. "Power generation is good," the next controller added. "Power distribution is good. Life support is good." Mr. Bryant listened patiently, marking off each section on his datapad as the 12 primary controllers reported their readiness. He looked at the time display. 30 seconds and counting. "All systems are online and ready. All outer doors are secure and all sections are on alert." Another look at the time. 15 seconds and counting. Dumar looked at the physicists to his right. They looked nervous. The engineers to his left, not as much. "Remove the safeties, Mr. Bryant." Mr. Bryant stepped up to the small podium located directly in the middle of the 12 primary controllers. He placed his hand on a scanner plate. A moment later, the clear panel over the arming switch slid open. He rotated the knob to the armed position. "The system is armed. The array is live." He glanced at the time again. 5 seconds to the window. Dumar watched the last few seconds change, waiting until the display showed nothing but a row of zeros. "Jump." The Karuzara asteroid was dark, lit only by the distant light from the Darvino star. All of its usual external lighting, its approach and departure trenches, its comm arrays and its various entrances and exits for personnel working on the surface of the massive asteroid, had all been shut down. At the moment it looked much like it had decades ago, before the Coronaran miners, before the Karazari, and before the Alliance. It was just another dark, dead rock making its way leisurely around its parent star, just as it had for billions of years. Pale blue dots all over the asteroid began to glow, becoming white as they quickly rose in their intensity. The hundreds of intense white dots suddenly flashed, sending a wave of blue-white light across the surface of the asteroid like a wave of shimmering water. A second later, the entire asteroid was engulfed in a brilliant blue-white flash of light that rivaled the Darvino star itself. The flash faded even more quickly than it had manifested, leaving only the blackness of space where the Karazara asteroid had been only a moment earlier. "Jump complete," Mr. Bryant announced. He looked around out of the corners of his eyes as if he were afraid to move his head. Finally he turned to Commander Dumar, who was smiling more broadly than ever before. "We're still alive." "Indeed we are," Dumar agreed. "And where are we?" Both of Mr. Bryant's eyebrows raised as he remembered his next task. "Position," he called out. "Raising the arrays," the navigation controller answered. "Emitters show 0 energy," the array controller reported. "Energy banks at 0 charge," the next controller announced. "Reactors are normal. All stations are reporting no damage. All systems appear to be nominal." "Sir," one of the section supervisors called out, "we've changed shape and mass." "What?" An image appeared on one of the big view screens on the forward wall of the control room. It was a computer-generated graphic of the Karazara asteroid based on readings from her many sensors. "We wondered if that might happen," one of the physicists said. "We told you that would happen," an engineer insisted. "That what would happen?" Commander Dumar answered. "The jump field sort of nipped off the tops of some of the surface peaks instead of forming over their complete surface," the physicist explained. "That's why we made all our comm and sensor arrays retractable, isn't it?" Mr. Bryant said. "We expected this," Dumar added. "We just didn't know how much mass we would lose," the engineer admitted. "If we'd had more time, we could have calibrated each emitter to prevent this from happening." "It was my call," Dumar interrupted. "Do not worry. All we did was smooth a few rough edges, correct?" He looked at Mr. Bryant. "That is all we lost, correct?" Yes, sir, that's all." "Position is verified," the primary navigation controller announced. "We are exactly 10 light-years from our previous position, 37 light-years from Palomar." "Our trajectory?" Dumar asked. "Perfect," the controller added, beaming from ear to ear. The control room erupted in cheers. Mr. Bryant reached out to Commander Dumar. "Congratulations, sir, you've just jumped an asteroid." Dumar smiled as he shook Mr. Bryant's hand. Fate continues to smile on Captain Scott, he thought as he shook his head in disbelief.